Hello guys, I'm currently recording to you guys in a closet in our inn that we're staying at in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Got a Boston sweatshirt the other day, and so obviously by the title, you know what you're already getting yourself into. This is Tone Deaf. That was very vicious. We are reading Tone Deaf by Olivia Rivers. I almost thought I got a paper cut for a second. We are on at chapter 15, and it's already been like a day since I gave you guys a chapter, which I know isn't very long, but like, it's long for me. Okay, this one's only like 7 pages, I think. We're starting on page 122, and I think it's like, it's not that long, okay? It might even be 5 pages long. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, it's like 5 pages long. So it should take like a little bit. Anyway, a little bit. Very specific. Anyway, Jace's perspective, chapter 15, and it starts again on page 122. I had to look to make sure. Let's get right into this, y'all. This lighting is beautiful. I want you to realize that. Anyway, let's get right into this. I don't remember my voices I was using, so sorry if it's wrong. I collapse on the couch and bite back a groan. After an entire day of driving, my shoulders are aching from their old injuries. Oh wait, this is Jace. I collapse on the couch and bite back a groan. After an entire day of driving, my shoulders are aching from their old injuries. Usually when I get like this, I go on a run and let the adrenaline numb my pain, but I hesitate to leave Allie, who still looks like she's nearly as stressed as when we met up this morning. She sits on the other couch staring out the window into the darkness. With the shades drawn, there's only a little sliver of the night sky exposed to at the top of the window. Allie has an opened magazine in her lap, but she seems too anxious to focus on reading it, and she keeps nervously crinkling the corner of one of the pages. Night fell about an hour ago, and our caravan stopped at a rest station right outside this dusty town called Blythe. With our first day of travel behind us, we were perfectly on schedule. Thank God, because when we aren't on schedule, Tony throws hissy fits that scare pretty much everyone. A scratching sound comes from the other end of the RV, and I recognize it as Cuddles trying to get out of my room. Usually I take her for a long run in the evenings. She needs the exercise, and I need the physical challenge. And fans need a giant pit bull to get the message to stay the heck away from me. It's a good setup for all of us. But Cuddles is going to have to wait for a run, because I am not going to leave Allie when she's wearing that scared expression. I wave my hand a little, pulling Allie's attention to me. I have zero clue how to comfort her, but I'm pretty sure awkwardly ignoring each other isn't the ideal option. Tell me about yourself, I sign. I'm a little surprised at how easily ASL is coming back to me. Technically, it's my first language, but I haven't signed in years, and I never thought I would again. Amazing how that's changed so quickly. She raises her eyebrows. What about me? Anything. Like, do you have any pets? She shakes her head. Any sort of job? Another head shake, and another thing that makes us different. I glance out the window behind me, using the movement to hide my groan. Is there anything we have in common besides parents who aren't overly fond of us? Friends, I sighed? Come on, you've got to have one of those. Her expression brightens up just a little, a small smile playing at the corner of her lips. Avery. She fingerspells, and I assume this is her friend. She's the one who dragged me to your concert. She blushes as soon as she signs that, and I can tell she's regretting her word choice. Too bad. I think it's cute that she had to be dragged to see me perform. It's kind of refreshing, actually. We've been friends since we were 10. She rushes on. She lives across the street from me. She's like my sister. As soon as she says that, her expression falls again, and I raise an eyebrow and sign. She didn't want to run away, did she? She wants me to be safe. Allie signs, her hands moving a little slower now. But I'm not sure she'd think this is a good way to go about it. so I didn't tell her exactly where I'm going or who I'm with. I know my dad is going to ask her questions, and I don't want to put her in a bad situation. You're a good friend for that, I sigh. She nods and looks away, but I can tell she's still upset by the way her jaw clenches. Then she signs, thanks. For what? For what? For saying that. I needed to hear that I'm doing the right thing for her. She takes a deep breath and signs. How about you? What about me? Who are your friends? Other musicians? I laugh, not even trying to hide it. She cringes, but I ignore it and say, rock stars don't make friends. The band is my family, but aside from them, no. I make fans and haters, but not friends. She purses her lips. But you have to have some. I shrug. I've got my band, and that's all I need. She nods and signs. So what do rock stars do for fun? Play music, write music, perform music. What else? She shakes her head. That's your career. What do you do when you have time off? Like I was saying, I don't have much time off. You have to have some time off, she insists. A little. So, she sighs, giving me an expectant look. What do you do with that time? I roll my eyes. You're kind of relentless. You know that. Yep. Now come on. Tell me what you do in your free time. I like to read. I gesture at the small end table where I have a stack of fitness magazines and some books. Allie tilts her head sideways, reading the titles on the spines. You like mystery novels, she signs. Yeah. She gives a small knowing smile. Because the bad guy always gets caught? It's not a question, so I don't bother with an answer, aside from a small shrug. I'm not sure I like her being able to understand me so easily. She gestures to the fitness magazine stacked next to the books. You're an athlete? Not really, but I work out a lot. I like to stay healthy. Okay, so what else besides reading and working out? Sometimes I sketch random stuff, I shrug. You know, like scenes from my songs. Killer's trying to teach me how to use Photoshop so I can draw digitally with that, but I kind of suck at it. She laughs a little. I can't do Photoshop either. There are way too many buttons. I mean, why not just use a pencil? I tilt my head and consider her. You draw? I don't know why I find it surprising. Her hands are delicate and precise when she signs, so I guess it makes sense for them to make art along with words. Allie nods. Yeah, it's kind of my hobby. Well, that and she trails off and gives a shy smile. That and what? Frisbee golf, cat training, knitting hats? She tries to cover a laugh with a scoff, but totally fails. Her laughter seeps through and is just as pretty as she is. The sound high and soft. No! I smirk. So then your hobby is all three? No, you jerk. She flinches the moment she signs that, but I just keep calm and shoot her an amused smile. As soon as she realizes I'm not going to get angry, she hesitantly adds, my other hobby is coding. Coding, I repeat. Like with computers? Yeah, I design websites and stuff. That's cool. You don't have to say that. I know most people think it's lame. Not me. Killer's really into that. I don't understand it at all, but he seems to enjoy it. I jerk a thumb over my shoulder, motioning to the laptop on the desk behind me. He has some coding programs downloaded on there, if you want to check them out. Her eyes light up like I just offered her a free sports car. You'd let me use your computer? I lifted one shoulder in a shrug. Yeah, sure. Just don't mess with the desktop background, okay? She quickly shakes her head. No, of course not. I won't change a thing. She looks all anxious again, like she's honestly worried about upsetting me by simply using my computer. And here we go again. Excited Allie is gone, replaced by cautious Allie. The fear in her eye is gut-wrenchingly familiar, and I hate knowing I just accidentally caused it. I rub my temples, trying to clear my mind. Her fear shouldn't matter because she's not actually in danger right now. My job is to get her safely to NYC, not to be her personal counselor. As long as she's physically safe, she's okay. We need to figure out sleeping arrangements, I mutter abruptly. Allie hesitates. I can just sleep here. She pats the couch. Cool, I said. I'm going to turn in early. I'll be in my room. With that, I stand from the couch and head toward my bedroom. As I glance back at her once more, I can see Allie frowning. She's probably wondering what just happened, but I'm too rattled to stop and explain things. The more I get to know her, the more I like her, and the more I like her, the more I want her to like me, which was never supposed to be part of this. My goal was to get her to safety and not to dredge up the bunch of memories and emotions I've shoved away for years. Press my bedroom door firmly closed and collapse on my bed. My pillow smells like Allie. kind of sweet, like apricots or something. Maybe plums. I think back to the duffel bag she brought and wonder just how many things she was able to fit in there. Maybe I should offer to buy her some soap and stuff, so she doesn't have to worry about sharing mine? Or is that just going to embarrass her if I bring it up? I groan and squeeze my eyes shut. I know what happens when people make an effort to care about others. They get taken advantage of, and then they get hurt. Allie is already bumming a ride with me, so I should draw the line there. There's no need for me to do anything else for her. But I want to. I want to help her in every possible way that can only lead to trouble. And although, if the trouble came in a form as sweet as Allie, it might be worth it. That is the end of chapter 15. Sorry guys, I got really rushed at the end there because my phone gave me a notification that my phone is about to die soon. So I'm going to get that plugged in and bring you guys to the next chapter. So goodbye for now. See you in the next chapter. Bye.